In this video, we're going to look at configuring your dashboard. Now that we know how to create saved searches and reports and how to create custom statistics from those, we can now learn how to configure our dashboard. Infusionsoft's dashboard can be extremely powerful when we configure it for critical business information. It should be thought of as ground control for our business, displaying important metrics and vital signs. So since every business is different, in this video we're going to cover the different functionality available to set up and organize our dashboard. So we're going to review where to find your dashboard, looking at the different layouts available, and then all the different widgets that we have. So when you're inside Infusionsoft, to get to your dashboard, you're going to want to hover over the home symbol and click on Dashboard. And by default, a user's dashboard will have one wide column and one narrow one. We're going to go ahead and change the layout first. So in the upper right, we're going to go to Change Layout and select the one that you want to use by just clicking on the Use This button. I recommend using the biggest layout so we have the most room to display critical information, and so that's the one at the very bottom here. So once we have our layout configured, we can organize the different widgets by clicking and dragging them around and moving them to the different columns in the order that we want. And this is how we would basically organize and configure our dashboard. So to add more widgets, we would simply click on the Add Widgets in the upper right corner, and then we're going to be adding those to the dashboard. We're going to look at those in a second because the dashboard can contain a variety of widgets to provide valuable insights into our business. It's important to be aware that each dashboard is configured at the user level. So when you're adding a new user, it's recommended to log in with them and help them configure their dashboard for their roles and responsibilities. And to save time as an admin, we can build any relevant saved searches or reports and share them with different users before doing this. Under any saved search report on the options drop-down, we have this share ability, and you can choose which users you want to share it with, and they can use this to configure their dashboards. Now, one other thing when you're creating saved searches here, when you go to save it, you actually have an option to add that search directly to your home page. So this can help you save some time when you're setting up your own dashboards and searches. So it is recommended that you go through every widget and add it to your dashboard so you become familiar with how each one operates. So we're going to go ahead and look at these dashboard widgets quickly, and then again, I recommend personally going through it. It's a wonderful learning exercise so you can become fully versed in all of the dashboard's capabilities. So when we click on Add Widgets here, we have campaign reporting. This widget will show start goal and end goal completion, so you can track your campaign progress. If you have any goals anywhere in the middle, you'll need to use custom campaign reporting. You do have the ability to add an RSS feed or multiple RSS feeds. Just add multiple widgets to your dashboard to get that on, so if you're keeping track of anything or any blogs. There's a general email widget which will show you general email stats as far as broadcasts and how many have been sent and things like that. Now in this particular app we haven't sent any emails yet, but it'll give you that information. We know how to use custom statistics, and remember we can use this to create a count, a sum, an average, a max, or a min of any saved search report. Pipeline stages we looked at when we were setting up the sales rep pipeline. This will show opportunities. You can show a saved search report directly on your dashboard. So if you forget to check that box when you're saving the report, you can always come in here and add this. There is a contacts widget, so you can see how many contacts have been added and some basic stats like that. If you are using any fulfillment lists, and that's going to you as a user, you must use the fulfillment jobs widget to display these, so that way you can properly work any fulfillment jobs. So if there were any jobs that were to show up, you would be able to there'd be a link to basically start and complete it. The final widget that's here is an all sales widget, which is similar to like the contacts and the email one. It gives you some high-level insights. This dashboard already had the calendar items widget, which will show anything on the user's calendar, and the tasks widget, which of course is showing any tasks. And this all email stats is basically a legacy version of the email widget that you can add to your dashboard. In the next video, we're going to look at setting a user's default start page.